So if you have been feeling hopeless, this word is for you. It comes from Ezekiel chapter 34, verses 4 through 14, and it says, Then he said to me, Speak a prophetic message to these bones and say, Dry bones, listen to the word of the Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says. Look, I am going to put breath into you and make you live again. I will put flesh and muscles on you and cover you with skin. I will put breath into you and you will come to life. Then you will know that I am Lord. So I spoke the message just as he told me, and suddenly as I spoke, there was a rattling noise all across the valley. The bones of each body came together and attached themselves as complete skeletons. Then I watched the muscles and the flesh form over the bones, and the skin form to cover the bones, but they still had no breath. Then he said to me, Speak a prophetic message to the winds, Son of man. Speak a prophetic message and say, This is what the sovereign Lord says. Come, O breath from the four winds, breathe into these past bodies so that they may live again. So I spoke the message as he commanded, and breath came into the bodies. They all came to life and stood up on their feet, a great army. Then he said to me, Son of man, these bones represent the people of Israel. They are saying, We have become old, dry bones. All hope is gone. Our nation is finished. Therefore, prophesy to them and say, This is what the sovereign Lord says. I will open your graves in exiles and cause you to rise again. Then I will bring my people back to the land of Israel. When this happened, oh, my people would know that I am Lord. I will put my spirit in you, and you will live again. Return to your home, your own land. Then you will know that the Lord has spoken, and I have done what I said. Yes, the Lord has spoken. And so two things stuck out to me yesterday as I was reading this again. And it is, the first thing is that then he said, Speak. And so this really hit me because the power of your words, right? It says that death and life is in the power of the tongue. God says so many times, if you speak to that mountain and tell that thing to move, it will move. And so I think that we do not use the authority in our voice enough. And so I just encourage you that if you're feeling hopeless over a thing, to speak to that thing words of encouragement. The second thing was that God had used the analogy of Israel. He said that they feel as if their old bones, that all hope is gone. And so this was a passage for those that feel hopeless, that feels like no matter how much they try, no matter how much they pray, they fast, they go to church, they get in community, no matter how many jobs they work, they can't get ahead. And so this scripture is God promised to say, I know you feel hopeless. I know you feel as if all things are lost, but I promise that I will create in you a new spirit. I promise you that I will give you the strength to keep going, that if you shall speak life over your situation, that if you shall use the authority that I have given you, that you can change your situation, that you could create and breathe life back into your situation. So if there's any dead things, any stagnant things, that you speak life over it and watch God work. Give God the opportunity to work, because oftentimes we figure it out by ourselves, but give God the opportunity. It says the first time that he prophesied, he didn't see the breath come into the bones. He just saw that it was beginning to form, that it was beginning to manifest. And so he spoke it again. And so be patient. And if you don't see anything move, speak life again. Don't be so quick to run away. Speak and prophesy life over that thing again. And that is the good news.